So I just landed in New Orleans and I'm about to go get my bags that just got off the flight. Literally I landed at 10 o'clock and the flight was annoying as fuck, but I'm just glad that we made it. I'm in New Orleans, you guys, for the beauty show, Warner Brothers beauty show, so I'm super excited. Y'all know last time we went to Miami, they had it in Miami, so I was like, oh, you know what, I had so much fun last time that I was like, I'm definitely gonna go again. And so I'm going to every one that they have. As long as I can, I'm gonna go to every beauty show that I can. So now we in New Orleans with it, and I've never been to New Orleans. And I actually wanted to go to Mardi Gras, so I wasn't able to make it. It's really cold in this airport, by the way. But I wasn't able to make it to Mardi Gras, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go to the beauty show. We made it. Finally, I arrived. Bro, it is like almost 11:30. I am tired, y'all. I know I look crazy right now. First things first, I want to eat. I want to see what's over here. I've never been to Louisiana. I'm like, I've never been to New Orleans. My first time coming to Louisiana, and I'm like hella excited. So we'll see how it goes. I'm about to settle in real quick, and I'm gonna tap back in with y'all in a second. Girl, I'm going to sleep. Y'all, I freaking went to this restaurant and this lady pissed me off. So I'm going to sleep. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Good morning. Hello. It is day 1, April 1st. First day of the beauty show. I missed breakfast, girl. I had a headache this morning. I woke up with a mean headache, and I'm like, it's probably because I didn't eat anything. But everywhere I went to last night was closed, or the kitchen was closed. And I said the girl pissed me off because I went there. I went to this little spot that I seen on Google, and then the girl was like, she came to help me and gave me a menu and then walked off and then never came back. So I was like, hello. So then I asked her coworker, I was like, can you help me? And he was like, yeah, he seen that I had a menu. And he's like, oh, the kitchen is closed. And I'm like, well, why would she sit here and give me a food menu if y'all know that, if she knows that the kitchen is closed? And so I got up and I left, but he was telling me like, oh, there's another spot that's that you can go to that's not too far down, and they still got food or whatever. And I'm just like, by that time I'm annoyed, because you know when you hungry, you're not trying to have a lot of foolishness going on. You just ready to eat. Like, I've been traveling, you know, I'm ready to eat and get my life. But anyway, so a lot of the spots were closed last night, and it was so annoying because I'm like, what? This supposed to be New Orleans. Like, where's the hype? Where's the, you know? So Anyway, we up day 1 of the beauty show. I'm about to start getting ready now, get dressed, put some clothes on, get something to eat. Definitely about to get something to eat because your girl is starving. So I just laid my clothes out. And it was raining this morning. And I think, let's see what the weather is. Girl, hold on. What's the weather? What's the weather, Siri? Give me the cover, sis. Keep me rolling, juice. It's like, you see that? Rain on the forecast. Sis. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna I didn't bring no umbrella. I might have to get one. And then there's no stores or anything around. I think I seen a CVS some minutes away or something like that. We're gonna see. Hopefully I can stop by a store or something and buy I need some soap and I need an umbrella. But hopefully it's not raining. I pray I don't get caught in the rain because I don't got that type of time. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting dressed. You know what it is? Maybe it is gray outside because there's like literally no sun, you guys. But yeah, maybe. Let's do my makeup and then we can decide what we're gonna do. Okay. Let's do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. I probably say this like every month. But I'm really glad that it's new. It's a new month, okay? My birthday's on Tuesday. So far, life has been in shambles. And, you know, I just decided, I don't even know if I told y'all, but my car literally is still in the shop. So when everything that happened with my car, I was like, okay, well, I'm probably just not gonna go to New Orleans. I'm probably just gonna stay home and everything, because I was just like, I don't know what's going on with my car, and I feel like it's probably gonna be a whole lot. Like the repair cost is probably gonna be a lot, like, and I don't know what's going on, so it's better to probably stay home. Well, that day, it's so crazy because the day that happened, and well, I was going to the dentist. Remember, I had to go to the dentist. Well, I had to go to the dentist, and so I had to catch an Uber to the dentist and everything. And basically, my Uber man, the Uber guy that morning was from New Orleans. Like, I got in the car. So anyway, let me just go back. I ordered the Uber or whatever, and I was like, I'm gonna just go to the Uber. I'm gonna just go to the dentist appointment for sure, because if there's something going on with my teeth, like, I don't want to wait like I have been in the past. Like, I've waited. So I was like, if there's something going on, like, I don't want to wait. Like, I want to go ahead and see what's going on sooner than later, as opposed to waiting like I have in the past. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and just go and see at least what they're talking about. Cause I don't, yeah, if it's something serious, like, it needs to be taken care of like ASAP. So I end up going, ordered an Uber. It was like 20 minutes away. So I get in the Uber and I'm like, you know, I'm all upset because, hello, my car. I'm kind of upset and irritated because I'm like, you know, my car is like irritating me. Like, this was so unexpected. Like, I literally just got in the car. This was on Wednesday, guys. I got in the car and I was getting ready to go to work. No, I was getting ready to go to my dentist appointment. My dentist appointment was like at 9:30. So I was on time and everything, and it was raining outside. And I get in the car and my car is not starting. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? I haven't even told y'all what's going on. So I get in the car, I'm trying to start it, it's not starting, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, what is going on with my car? Like, what is going on? Like, it's just not starting. It was just working fine yesterday. I was driving it the day before and it was absolutely fine. Like, what the heck? Like, I was just driving it fine yesterday and it was no problems. Like, what is this about? I'm trying it. I have my foot on the brake and the brake is really stiff. Like, the brake won't start. The brake will barely go down. I'm trying to push it down so I can start the car and it's not moving. It's just like being it's very firm. So I'm like, this has not happened before. It did happen before, but when it happened before, it was my battery. Like, I called AAA and it was my battery. So I'm like, okay, sitting there, I'm like, oh, like, not today. Like, I just don't feel like dealing with car troubles. But then again, it's like, when do you ever feel like dealing with car troubles? Like, no one wants to deal with it. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to call AAA because this is crazy. Like, I got stuff to do. I'm leaving in 2 days. Like, I gotta go, you know? So I'm just like, this is not the time for this. So I'm gonna have to get some beauty blenders because I don't have a makeup coming out of here, which is insane. Insane. But anyway, I called AAA and guess what? I find out, like, okay, I'm like, hey, you know, call AAA. I'm like, hey, you know, my car won't start. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I'm not sure if it's the battery or if I just need to have it towed to somewhere, whatever. So they're like, oh, what's your, you know, your number, what's your information, all that. Give them my information and they tell me that my membership was canceled in 2021. So I'm like, and I'm on my grandparents' service. I don't think there's anything in here. I have to put some water in here, because what the heck? Hello? Is there nothing in here? Ah, ain't nothing in here, y'all. Yeah, there's literally nothing in here. I don't have no foundation. So basically, I found out, like, my grandparents canceled my membership and did not tell me. So I'm like, so I call my grandparents. I'm like, hey, like, you know, my car is not starting. Like, I need the AAA people to come out, but they're telling me, like, you know, that my membership was canceled. And I'm like, nobody told me anything. So like, if that was what y'all was gonna do, then at least tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell me what's tea before, so that I can plan for something like that. Because in the past, when something like that has happened, I would just call AAA. Like, that's what it's for. But I don't know. I kind of felt a way about that because I'm like, why wouldn't y'all tell me that y'all took me off? And then they were like, oh, the new card is coming, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking, like, in my mind, I'm thinking, like, okay, a new card is coming, so I should still be active, though. So I'm like, if a new card is coming, I should still very much be active. Like, my membership is active. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Instead of just coming out and telling me, like, oh, you don't have, we took you off and you need to get your own. They're just like skating around the truth, and that pissed me off because I'm like, if anybody knows me, don't play with me. Like, just be honest with me. Tell me what it is from the jump, and don't butter it down, don't sugar it down, don't do none of that. Like, just tell me what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cool. But instead they made it seem as though, like, oh no, you're still active, but the cards are just not here. Like, I don't have a new card. And I looked at my card. My card was it was expired as of last July. And usually that my grandparents would send me a new card. They'll mail me my card or whatever, but they didn't do that. And so I was just like, okay, well, let me call them. And so that's why when I called them, they were just acting weird. And I was just like, what the F? Like, why not just say that you want me to get my own membership instead of all of this? Like, we could have been off the phone, you know? So it pissed me off, and I was just frustrated. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I don't like that. Like, if you don't want me on the membership, then that's all that was needed to be said. Don't make it seem as though, you know, oh, you have a new card coming, but the whole time I don't. Because I called back AAA and they were like, well, no, they canceled the membership. Like, your portion of the membership has been canceled. And at first I thought everybody's membership was canceled. Like, me, my mom, my grandparents. But no, everyone, theirs was still active, and they said mine wasn't active. So I'm like, okay, bet. So that pissed me off. I was like, all right, well, this just pissed me off. Like, I don't like people play with me like that. Like, yeah, like, don't play with me like that. Yeah, so I'm just like, I have no way of getting my car towed. Like, I'm calling around and trying to get my car like towed, trying to figure out like who can tow my car. It's people hanging up on me. Some of the drivers, the truck drivers were like, the tow truck drivers, they were rude. They were not like trying to be on the phone. They're like, oh, you're too far away and it's gonna cost you more, so you need to call someone else. Da, 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 da. It was just this big, like, it was just the most. So I was just like, okay. Finally, I was like, let me call this mechanic, because when I had got my car serviced at Pep Boys, this guy was listening to me and the people, and he was like, you know what, you should go to, the only thing I don't like about this, I put on this black opal, this foundation stick, and the only thing I don't like about it is I feel like it's hard to blend, and I need to get a beauty blender today because I don't have a beauty blender. So I'm gonna give me a beauty blender. But the coverage is good, but I just feel like it's hard to blend because it's a stick. Yeah, I'm like calling all over, and by this time, so anyways, let me just go back because I'm jumping around. So I call the Uber, and the Uber comes to get me because I'm like, I'm just gonna go to the dentist, figure out what's going on with my car, and then maybe I'll go to work. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to work. So I'm in the car, and you know, you pissed off, there's raining, I'm pissed off because my car is not working. And then that whole situation, I'm figuring out with my grandparents, I'm feeling like they just was shaded, like they shaded me. And then, yeah, I was just pissed off for a bunch of reasons. So after that, yeah, I'm on my way to the dentist, and the Uber driver insists on talking to me, okay? So I'm just like, I'm not in the mood, like, I'm not in the mood today. I don't want to be social. I'm pissed off. It's raining. I'm hungry. My car is doing what it's doing, and I just don't want to talk. But he insists. So I'm like, you know what, just be social, Elizabeth. Like, you're in LA, like, be social, act like, you know, yeah. He asked me what I do, am I in the industry, if this, if that, and I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. So then he's like, oh, I forgot how we got into the conversation, but I was just like, oh, where are you from? And he was like, I'm from New Orleans. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, why? In my mind, it's crazy because at this time, I'm questioning, like, if I should be going to New Orleans. I'm like, should I even go to New Orleans? Because, you know, all this stuff is going on with my car 2 days before. And I'm like, I'm the type of person, like, I take energy, I take signs. Like, I believe in signs, I believe in miracles, I believe in all of that stuff. So if the energy isn't aligning for me, I'm gonna take it as maybe this isn't a good time. Maybe I should, you know, maybe I should just wait or come back or not go or whatever. Like, I'm that type of person. So that's what was happening, and I was like, you know, I don't know, like, what we're doing here, but okay. So then when I asked him, I was like, oh yeah, where are you from? Because we were talking about, I think we were talking about living in LA, because we started talking about the industry. He was like, oh, what do you do? And why did you move out here? Oh, where are you from? Da, da, da. I was like, yeah, DC, Maryland, from Maryland. I've been out here almost 3 years, been doing hair, doing makeup, blah, 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 blah. Recently got into doing like live hosting on TikTok, blah, 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 blah. So then I'm like, oh yeah, what do you do? He's like, oh yeah, I sing. I sing. I'm in the music industry. I do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. So then I'm like, oh yeah, well, where are you from? He's like, oh, I'm from New Orleans. And I'm like, oh, well, okay, hi. So in my mind, I'm like, is this a coincidence or is this not a coincidence? In my mind, I'm like, I don't know if this is a coincidence, but the way that I feel like God moves, this is definitely not a coincidence at all. But anyways, I'm like, I feel like this is not a coincidence with the way that my God moves. So let me just see what this is about. So then, yeah, we get to talking about New Orleans. He's like, oh my gosh, yeah, you should go. Because I was telling him, like, well, my car is doing all this weird stuff. That's why I don't know if I'm going to still go this weekend or not. And he's like, well, no, you should still go for sure. Like, you know, New Orleans is like that. Like, and he was like, I go back all the time. And just, you know, just trying to encourage me to go. And so I'm like, yeah, we'll see. I got to figure out what's going on with my car first, blah, 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 blah. So, he was like, yeah, for sure. He was like, let me airdrop you. So he airdrops me without, first, he didn't even tell me he was going to do this, but he airdropped me like a whole list of like tourist spots to go to, like must go-tos in New Orleans. And I was like, this is not a coincidence, bro. Like, this can't be a coincidence. I'm putting my stuff on. I'm like, this can't be a coincidence because what? It has to be meant for me to go. And I'm side-eyeing it. I'm just like side-eye. So, yeah, I'm looking at the list. He's like, oh yeah, like these are the spots you gotta go. He was like, you won't regret it. He's like, I promise you should go. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go. But thank you so much for like the list and everything. And then I'm like, yeah. And then I get out the car, leave, blah. He ends up following me on Instagram or whatever. And then, yeah, we followed each other on Instagram. And, you know, that was that. So then I go to my dentist appointment and I forget my referral. You go to like a specialist, you need a referral. And my referral I left at home. I was just not in my right state of mind because I'm worrying about like my car. I'm worrying about like what the repair cost is going to be and why this is happening when it's happening. Like, this is just not the time. You know, I'm like, this is just bad timing. Like, I'm just not understanding what's going on. Like, and my car was driving fine yesterday. Like, I was singing, dancing, doing all that. And then today it's not starting. Okay, great. This is definitely like the devil, but it's fine. After that, yeah, I get to the dentist, I forgot my referral, and at first they're like, oh, well, we can't see you unless you have a referral because we don't usually take people unless they have a referral. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So let me call my dentist to have them fax it over to you. The dentist is closed, okay, on a random Wednesday. Of course, the day when I need you to be open, they're closed. So the dentist is freaking closed, and I'm like, so the office is closed, they can't fax it over to them because there's no one there because, hello, they're closed. So I'm like, OMG, this is a day from hell. Like, I'm just not here for this. Like, what in the world? Like, why is this happening? To be closed on a Wednesday is just weird. Like, what is going on that you're closed on a Wednesday? So they end up taking me anyway, but they were like, oh, you need to send it as soon as you get home, whatever. So I go to the dentist. The dentist, it seemed like it was a pointless, it just seemed pointless. Like the visit was just pointless because I didn't end up needing a root canal. This was actually the consultation. I didn't end up needing the root canal. She just took me in, looked at me, looked at my teeth. She did like the little sensitivity test because I told her I'm having like sensitivity. She's like, oh, well, that doesn't mean that you need, I love how this is just out. You gotta love it. She's like, well, that doesn't mean you need a root canal. I'll tell them you don't need one, blah, blah, blah. And then that was it. So I'm like, okay, I feel like I just wasted time and money to get an Uber, to come all the way over here for you to tell me I don't need a root canal, but okay, great. So go back home, still can't start up my car. And so now I'm like, okay, well, I need to now figure out either A, if I need to get a jump by someone, or if someone can just tow it to this mechanic referral that the guy gave me. Like the guy gave me the mechanic's number. So I called the mechanic and I'm like, hey, like, do you have any like do you work with any like tow companies? He's like, yes, I do actually. He's like, I can get it towed for you for no more than like $65. And I'm like, okay, cool, like that's great. When can they tow it? Can they do it today? Because I'm in my mind, I'm like, yeah, like I need to get it done. I need to get this taken care of like sooner than later, because I'm not trying to be dealing with this when I come back, because it's my birthday. Like my birthday is literally on Wednesday. So he's basically like, okay, I'll call you back. At this point, I'm just like, I'm not going to work because there's no way that I'm going to be able to make it. There's no way I'm going to be able to make it to work and still, you know, be on time. And I had to take care of my car. So I didn't go to work. And by this time, I'm just in the house. I'm crying, I'm stressed out, I'm over it. I'm like, man, like this is just crazy. This is just bad timing and I just don't know what to do. So I'm waiting on him to call back. He doesn't end up calling back, so I call him and I'm like, hey, is there any update? Basically, he's like, oh yeah, we can get it towed for you tomorrow morning, 10:30. So I'm like, tomorrow morning? This would be Thursday. Thursday morning we can get it towed. So I'm like, that's kind of a wait. And at this point in the day, it was like after 5. It was 4 after 5 now. So I'm like, it was kind of hard for me to find someone who was close by. There are tow companies that are like 24 hours, but it was hard to find someone who was actually like close by to me. For some reason, I could not find anyone close by me. So I had to just I had to just wait. So I was like, fine, like if it's gonna not be expensive and I know I can get it for sure towed by tomorrow morning, then that's fine. So I was just like, okay, like go ahead, I'll confirm, blah, 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 blah. So then I'm like, okay, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I just gotta find a ride to work tomorrow and I'll get my car towed and I'll see like what's going on with the car and go from there. My roommate had came home or whatever and I had told them like what was going on with my car because my car was in the back. Like it was in one of our parking spots and we share parking spots. So I didn't want them to think like, oh, like she's been home all day and she didn't even bother to try and find parking when really my car is not working. Like, hello. So I had to tell them like, yeah, like my car is not working, da da da. I'm trying to get it towed by tomorrow morning, so my car is just going to be in the back until then. And so then when one of my roommates had got home, she was like, well, what's going on with your car? And I'm telling her like, yeah, it's not starting, blah, 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 blah. And I was like telling her the whole story about AAA and how, you know, that was just a thing of the past, I guess. And I didn't even know that my membership got canceled. It just happened. So she was like, well, I have AAA. Do you want me to just call them for you and they tow your car? And I'm like, yes, thank you. Like, hello. And so yeah, she's like, yeah, I'll call them tomorrow. We can wake up tomorrow morning and I'll call them and, you know, I'll get it towed for you. Yeah, we can just do that. So I'm like, cool. Like, thank you so much. Like, what? Like, thank you. Like, I'm grateful. That's one less thing I think I have to worry about. Like, cool, I don't gotta worry about this. So then Thursday morning, we woke up, had AAA tow my car. That's when I was showing y'all, like they were towing my car. And I didn't even go to the shop or anything like that because by this point, I'm like, okay, like I need to go to work. Like, because clearly I'm gonna need money. And she's like even offering to take me to work. She's like, yeah, I'll take you to work if you need a ride. And so I'm like, oh my God, like thank you so much. Like, where is the help when you need it? Like, I just feel like I've been really feeling away just towards people, just about my life, myself and everything, because I just feel like I don't have the support and the help that I need when I need it. And I really appreciate her for coming through for me, because I'm like, thank you. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like, I really feel a way towards my family right now, because I'm like, and what's crazy is when I was like talking to, like, trying to figure out what was going on with AAA, and I actually put two and two together because they didn't come out and tell me that that's what they did. Like, I needed to get my own AAA service. They just kind of just pushed me out and just was like, fend for yourself type of thing, which is fine. I'm a grown woman. I understand that that's, but I'd rather you come out and keep it 100 with me, and like, if that's what it is, then that's what it is. Don't try to beat around the bush and make it seem like, oh, oh no, it's coming, when it's not coming. The cards that I need for AAA, it was never gonna come because y'all canceled my service. And instead of just telling me that you canceled it, you played dumb with me and made it sound as though like, oh no, it's still coming, when it's not, because I called AAA twice and they said that they had canceled it. So I'm like, that pissed me off. And I'm like, this is supposed to be my family. It's supposed to be people who like care for me. But I just feel like I don't have no support. I already feel away because I'm thousands of miles away, and I feel like I'm already like disconnected from my family, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just knowing like what's going on in their lives and stuff like that. And I already feel away about that. So it's just like, for y'all to now pull this, yeah, I'm in my feelings. I'm really feeling away. For my roommate to do that for me, it really made me like happy, because I'm like, even being in LA, like being out there, I feel so disconnected from everybody. I feel like I'm in like this lonely state. I feel isolated. I feel like I just don't know. Like, I know I'm going through this for a reason. I'm dealing and I'm experiencing life by myself for a reason and for a season only, because it's not going to be forever. But I'm just like, during that time, especially if I'm calling you in the middle of like a crisis, why do I feel like I don't have any support? Like, I just feel like I'm just like out here like to fend for myself, like, and that, it really made me feel away. So I was just like, yeah, I don't know, I'm feeling away towards them right now. Sorry you guys, my camera obviously needed a moment because it was overheating. But yeah, I was just telling like my mom, like, oh, like, I want this for my birthday, something really small, Alex and Ani bracelets, like just the smallest stuff, bro. And she's like, oh, girl, bye or something. I'm just like, what? It just made me say, you know what, to hell with everybody. I don't like being like that because that's not who I am. But when people like, what the heck, bro? Like, this is like the shittiest 30th birthday I think anyone could ever experience. Like, and it's just crazy to me. I'm like, dang, like, people, and it's so crazy to me because people will act one way, like on the internet, like, oh yeah, this my family, or oh yeah, like, oh, I love her so much, da 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 da, or oh, this, that, and the other. But in real life, it don't give that. Like, it be capped for the internet. It be capped for, it's cute. Like, I support this person, or I'll do anything for this person, da da da. But in real life, when that person really needs you, or it really, like, when it really counts, they ain't nowhere to be found. You know? So I might just be talking, but the people who understand me, like, you get what I'm saying, you know? You understand what I'm trying to say. And if you've never experienced like what I'm talking about, then you're not going to know what I'm saying. But I don't know, I just feel like, you know, I don't know, I just feel like this was just a really weird week for me. It was a really weird week, and I don't know, it kind of exposed like, like, okay, people really, like, where are people at when it really counts? Like, when you really need people, like, they really don't be where they are, where they say they are. And to me, it's just like, okay, is that a big glob of glue right there on my eye? It really is. Yeah, so that was basically what happened. So I was like feeling away about that. Just feel like if I don't have nobody to call and there's no one who can help me, and I know like I moved out to LA, like I know that, like I moved out there. So I'm not expecting nobody to like bend over backwards for me. That's not what I'm saying. Most of the time, I'm looking for just emotional support. That's it. I'm not a person that wants like physical things most of the time. I'm asking for something like that because it's my birthday. On a good day, on a regular day, I'm not asking for these things. So it's like when I do ask for it, it's because I genuinely want it. And it's my birthday. You know, like y'all birthday might not mean nothing to y'all, but my birthday is everything to me. Like, it's like I look forward to it. It comes one day a year. That's my day, like for me. Like I get to celebrate my life. I get to celebrate my accomplishments. I get to celebrate like just life in general and where I'm at, where I once was. Like my birthday means everything to me. So if just because you don't like ask for stuff on your birthday, you don't want stuff, that ain't got nothing to do with me. My birthday is everything to me, like everything. Like I take it to heart when it comes to my birthday because it only comes one day a year. It's a celebration of life. Celebrating another chapter, you turning another year older. Like to me, my birthday it's everything. I try to go all out for other people for their birthday, and it's crazy because I don't usually get the same, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna just act accordingly. But yeah, so that was pretty much that, and what happened with my car and what happened like with my family and everything, and why I was just like, okay, cool. Well, I see how we moving and I'm gonna just act accordingly. Anyway, so yeah, I took that as like the guy giving me that and him being like coincidentally from New Orleans, like, okay, maybe I should go, maybe I shouldn't, you know, just skip out on the trip because I am really wanting to go, just because like I love being in that space where I'm around other creatives doing the same things as me, and it was just really motivating. Remember last time when I went to Miami, I was kind of like in the same space. Yes, my camera's about to die. I'm about to go get something to eat, guys, and then I'm gonna go ahead and head to the beauty show. So I will see you guys there, and yeah, let's see what the food is giving in New Orleans. Okay, you guys, so I just ate at Daisy Duke's. It was really good. I had the shrimp and grits. I was trying to show y'all. It was a lot of food, okay? I'm like, dang, our portion was huge. It was like $20, but I feel like it was worth it. So now we are about to go to the beauty show. I wanted to walk around a little bit because dang, I'm so full. I might just run. I wanted to walk around a little bit because I'm so full, and I wanted to walk off some of that food, to be honest. I'm so full. I'm like, goodness gracious, all this food, look how bloated I am. But anyways, New Orleans is so it's like, I don't know what the right term to describe like the streets and everything. You are here. Girl, I didn't even put my nails on, y'all. A mess. Okay, but I'm here. I need to see where the convention center is. And guess what? They even have a freaking beauty supply store right here. Right here. I know that's right. I love that. Because where I am in LA, it's no beauty supply stores. Y'all already know my struggles. When I be trying to find a freaking beauty supply store, I can never find it. Okay, the convention center, R1. Right here. R1. Where is that at? Oh, it's all the way over here. So I'm here, and the convention center is all the way down here. So baby, it's not giving. But I needed to go to the Walgreens. I needed to go to the Walgreens, so I'm gonna just have to walk back, put my stuff in the hotel, and then I might just have to take an Uber. I don't freaking know. Crazy. Alright, so I just left out of Walgreens. I went to go get me some soap, some lotion, so I'll be straight when I get back. But I found like the main street, and now, oh my god, these are cute. This is so cute. Oh my god. New Orleans bourbon. another fact about New Orleans is that their convention center is humongous. It's like the length of 3 malls, 2 football fields, 3 football fields. I got a long way to go. Yeah, and then my Uber just dropped me off in the middle of effing nowhere. I'm like, what the hell? So I just gotta walk all the way down in this big convention center. OMG. But girl, this is a lot of walking. And then when I was on like the main street, it was endless walking there too. I'm like, oh my goodness, all this walking. I was not prepared. I did bring, they got a little Starbucks machine. Okay. Girl, where?
This one's saying Whirlpool now, so. Oh.
It's good? Okay.
I can bring it.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a good day. All right, girlies, we at the show. Alright you guys, I'm on my way back to my hotel. Girl, I need a break. I am tired of walking. I'm about to walk on this side of the street because it's more shade on that side than this side. It's sunny, it's hot. It was supposed to actually be raining, but the weather is so nice, so I think I'm gonna actually go back to the hotel and see about getting in the pool. Whew, so I can just relax a little bit. My feet hurt because I think I wore the wrong slides. I definitely wore the wrong slides for walking, bro. The beauty show was fun. I'm just tired, so I'm like, and it's not like last time when I went last time, I was a lot closer, so I was able to like leave and walk. I was in Miami, so it was like truly closer. It was still, because it's like a 12-minute walk from where I am now, and then when I was in Miami for the beauty show, it was 10 minutes, but it seemed like it was shorter. I don't know, it could just be because I'm not like in an actual city. I'm in like, it seems like more rural, suburban-y. But even though I am downtown, like I'm in downtown Louisiana, New Orleans, it seems like the blocks are like they're like way spread out, so it's just, there's a lot of walking. But I'm glad I brought my sneakers because I'm like, girl, this walking is taking me out. I had a big breakfast this morning. Y'all saw I had the shrimp and grits, but goodness gracious, your girl needs some coffee. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get any coffee because I wanna have a little glass of champagne later, so I don't wanna have any coffee. And I'm about to just head back to the hotel, chill for a second, and then just relax for the rest of today. I might I'm gonna probably step back out though on Bourbon Street later on tonight because it looked like they were having fun. So yeah, I'm like, let me just relax a little bit, maybe go to the pool and chill, and then step back out later on tonight and see how it goes. Hey guys, I'm back. We at the pool. I'm finally at the pool and just relaxing. Just relaxing. And I put my nails on while I was in the hotel waiting on my phone to charge. I was like, let me just put my nails on because I didn't do them before I left the house yesterday. So I went to the bar, got my little drinky drink for the girls. I think I'm gonna go get me some crab cakes because I walked past this spot on Bourbon Street and they had crab cakes and I was like, oh, I want some crab cakes. You know I want some crab cakes. There isn't one. Where's all what coming from? You're not about to spend this. That's what you're not about to do. You're not about to spend this on me. I'm about to go pee for the 15th millionth time. I'm a little lit, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit lit. A little bit litty. I'm about to go pee. Our hotel's happy hour. It ends at 6. I'm back. Oh my gosh, I cannot, you guys. Hold on. That one doesn't have soap. Okay, here we go. But yeah, I did my nails. Do you guys like them? Are they cute? I like the stiletto look on me. It makes my fingers look like skinnier. Yeah? Yeah. They just long. I got this bag from the beauty show. It says Warner Brothers on it. So cute. Low key, I'm gonna go get one more drink before happy hour ends. That last one, I'm tempted to go to the bartender and be like, that last one? That last one did it, sir. I need another one of them. Oh my God, I can't. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not. Actually, you know what? Let's go up because I'm not going. I can't. I need to eat something first. I want to go to that spot and get the crab cakes. And then I was arguing with one of my niggas, and I don't want to argue with you. You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? Okay. We finna hit the town. And have another round. Hey, hey. I need to go to bed, child. I need to go to bed. All right, y'all. I'm about to get my life. I'm about to go on Bourbon Street and find some. I want some crab cakes. Let's go.